and welcome once again to JITV. I'm Jacinta Isaac, and today my guest is Nawa Ali. He's a social worker in refugee camp and here in Berlin. And before I start, I would like to welcome him. Hello, Nawa.
Hi.
You're welcome. And I would like to ask you the first question. You, as a social worker in a refugee camp here in Berlin, how do you find it working with the refugees?
Yeah, my work is a social worker in a refugees camp in different camps, and mostly help them to go to Behörden or to go to doctors, and my work is mainly to focus on the uh, asylum. So go with them to job center or go to them to Standesamt or anything like that. Yeah, what else? So I think it is hard sometimes to work with the refugees because they are from different countries and they don't understand everything or mostly what I say. And so it is hard work.
Yeah, so I understand. You just said that they don't understand mostly. I know it's because of the language or something like, yeah, normally it's language barrier.
Yeah.
How do you go about this case? If at all you are communicating to somebody and they don't understand, actually, they understand nothing about what you're saying, what do you do?
I do mostly talk with hands or I talk with foot, or even I can a little bit of Arabic and try to translate what I can. But sometimes it's hard. And then I have a colleague who can help me as well. But sometimes it's stressful, this work.
And do you mean it's not possible to hire a translator for them? Or this is relatively, so this can be expensive? Or why is it not possible for you to bring over a translator, professionals, to do the work for them? Because I know how stressful this can be.
Yeah, it is. The reason for that is that I don't, that my language is not so good as I think it could be. And the second point is I have to professionally my language, and it means a lot of money to give away to uh, can just make perfection.
Ah, okay.
And it is, I don't have so much money.
And do you mean, when you say you don't have so much money, do you mean you have to be responsible for everyone, or there are some people who are responsible for them? Because as I understood, you are a volunteer. That means there are some people responsible for these refugees to support them when they need a translator or something like that.
Yeah, of course. I'm not responsible for them, but when I work, I want them to give my best what I can. But I'm not responsible, so I can give my work also away.
Okay. So far, how I understand all these things is that working with these refugees can be so stressful, and and also at some point you feel like your mind is blown and you feel like you are fully done and you can't do it anymore to some level. How do you calm yourself after all this stress and then find yourself the following day very active and fit for the work again with the same people?
Yeah, well, I have a lot of hobbies I make. I make music, I write poems, I even talk to friends. I think talking is the best to get out of those situations. and calm down.
It's actually a difficult work. But I think I'm tempted to ask you what motivated you towards
Yeah,
being a social worker,
of course.
especially in refugee camp.
Of course, my motivation is that my background is my parents are from Iraq and they live here right now in Berlin, and I grew up in Germany. And I know how hard it is as a refugee to come here without or with nothing else. And I want to try to help them, and I like to help them in the first steps. So it is about going to doctors, going to the Behörden, and so I think this is the right motivation for me to help them.
Can I ask you, do you have specific people to take care of? Like, let's say, do you only take people from a particular country, or you are taking care of refugees in general?
Yeah, well, I don't mind where are the refugees coming from, but well, of course, because my language is German and I mostly talk Arabic to my mother. It is good that I have people around the countries, about the Arabian countries, and but I really don't mind because we are all people. We all should help each other, and that's my motivation too.
And at some point, it can be so chaotic in the refugee camps.
Yeah,
Having it in mind that we have here different religion backgrounds, we have different cultures, and we have different personalities. What have you experienced so far?
my experience are good.
Mm.
I had met a lot of guys from Afghanistan, from Syria, from Iraq also, and I try to help them with the first steps in life here in Germany, and I can say I did it fine until now, and I hope I do it too in the future.
Yeah, that's great. So, for the past few years, we've gotten this problem of influx. And that was like, I think, 1 or 2 years ago. But for now, everything is like cool, or I don't know exactly the situation. Maybe you are in a better position to explain or tell us exactly how the situation is at this particular moment.
Yeah, at the moment I think that is yeah, it's not like the beginning. You know, in the beginning, 2015, where it was so crowded and so many people came to Germany, and it was a chaotic situation in the Lagiso, in the uh, Vereiner camps and so. And but now it is a little bit better because I think the situation changed. There are not so many yeah, refugees coming from abroad, and there is a lot more how should I say a lot more professional work in it,
Yeah.
and so it makes a kind easier.
And since then, there's been this shortage of housing in Berlin. How is it at the moment? Because we could see a lot of refugees. You know, before when they came in, there were rooms, there were Vegas, there were rooms they could be taken to, but it reached to a point where they could be sleeping in the tents because everywhere was full. And there was this big problem of housing them, of giving them shelter. How is it at the moment? Is there some space?
At the moment, there should be some space. Yeah, of course. I'm not so involved in it right now, but I think that yeah, there is no one forced to sleep on the street. So it should be better right now. Yeah.
That's good news.
I hope so.
Yeah. And now, what's your intention with the? What is your intention with the refugees in future?
Yeah, well, my intentions with refugees in future is that they can take their life in their own hands. That they can also make their own work. That they can earn their own money. And this is my hopeful wish in the future, and my intention too.
And there is one particular question that I was almost forgetting, but I would like you maybe to explain it a little bit for us. There are these people who are refugees, but they are career-wise. They are able to do some stuff, but you see it reaches a point that they are locked somewhere, or they're like in a prison kind of, because either they have only tolerance, that is what we call in the German, how do we call this green pepper, we call it Duldung.
Duldung,
And
yeah.
Duldung is restricted.
Yeah,
It's up
true.
to some level. You can't go beyond Berlin. You can't do beyond what it is stated on it. How do you help these people who can do something but they can't do because of the tolerance permit to stay?
Yeah, thank you for this question. It takes a lot of times. In Germany, mostly it is this way that they have Duldung for the first 2-3 years, and then they are able to make their situation better and can bring their families here. But mostly it go further this way. So you don't change anything. It stay in the same situation, and the people are not able to do anything, to work, to earn money, to
Support
make
themselves.
Deutsch course,
Yeah.
or something like that. And it is stressful, and I don't like it in Germany, but, well, what should I do?
Is there nothing that can be done about it? Or
I think it is good to show the people that they are willing to learn, they are willing to work, that they are going to schools about the German language, and yeah, then they have a chance that it change. But yeah, the mostly people I know came here with traumata, came here with nothing else when they close, and yeah, so they need time, and time is something that the German don't have a lot.
And the teenagers, we have a lot of teenagers also coming in
Yeah.
as well. Are they always given chance to integrate themselves, or they're just left because they have everything is limited for them?
Mostly,
Do they have chance to go to school, or to go and learn some language?
Yeah,
or
of
to
course,
make-
of course. They have to go to language and so. But a lot of the youth people or youth refugees are I don't want to say that we are not willing, but I see the way it's struggling for them, and not everybody wants to go this way. So it depends on the youth people if they are going or they not. The most youth try to try to try to play with somebody.
Okay.
Don't say the truth. Don't cooperate with the other, because we listen it from the schlepper of English.
Yeah.
From the people they bring here.
Yeah. I can't really tell the
I
English word.
I don't know the English word.
Yeah, but I understand it that way as well. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So.
You mean for those who don't understand the word schlepper, that is it in German,
Schlepper, yeah.
These are the people who bring the refugees over here either illegally or legally. So, but I think it should be illegal. The schleppers, are they? Yeah. Yeah, so there are these people who bring the refugees over here illegally. That is what I think he means by schlepper. So if you hear the word schlepper, that is what he means. So, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't know this word.
I don't know either. So
okay, but you.
Yeah, but I can explain what it means. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I just heard you saying that some youths are not taking the chances given serious.
Yeah.
And when they are given this chance and they are playing around with it, do you have a chance to force them, or you have a chance? Or you decide just to let them be like the way they are? And when you leave them the way they are, how is it like in the camp? Is it chaotic? Are they making problems, or is it just normal? And what they are up to? What are they up to?
How I said before, it depends on the youth, on the people themselves, and I made the Erfahrung, the experience that thank you. I make the experience that okay. I made the experience that the youth people, they don't want the help from the government, that they got in a way of criminalization, that they get criminal. And
do you mean
criminalization? I don't
criminal?
know.
You're talking of?
Yeah, but criminal, but adjective.
Okay.
I forgot it. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah.
So I think the refugees who don't want help from the government go on the way like a criminal do, and that is not good because they don't want help.
Yeah.
And so they stay on the level Duldung.
Okay.
And so it is. My intention for this work is that too, that I want to get them out of Duldung.
And that has really worked for you with some people, because I don't know how long you've been doing this work. That I forgot to ask.
I can tell you.
Yeah.
I'm doing this work since October 2015.
That is probably almost 3 years now, if I'm not wrong. Almost 3 months.
2 years.
2 and some months.
Some months, yeah.
Yeah, and you're saying that you've tried as much as possible as you can to make some refugees get the better document. Yeah?
I Right, yeah.
Yeah, so if you see the situation, is that increasing or is always decreasing? When you see the statistics.
When I see the statistics,
Mm.
it is like I helped.
Mm.
The problem is the government, or not the government, Behörde,
Mm.
is overcrowded
With the refugees.
refugees. Yeah, and so yeah, it takes time to make it, and
for the whole process and
for the
approving
all
everything.
process, for all looking, and yeah. So I'm sorry, but it takes time.
Yeah, that means we are on a safer side because it's like they are approving them mostly, but the only problem is the process that it's taking till it's approved.
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
Okay.
And that is good. So what do you have for the refugees out there? Just look at the camera and talk to the refugees who are playing with the chances that they have been given to integrate here in Germany, and of course, not only youths, not youths
only,
and also to the parents who have the youths at home and not taking good care of them, and as well as the parents, tell them something and tell them what they can do better to better their lives here. Since you're a social worker and you've been through all these things, you know the loopholes. Just let them know. Yeah.
You mean the people who are here, right?
I mean, talk to any refugee. They can be in America. They can They can be in Berlin. They can be in Stuttgart. They can be all over the world. But all this applies to all refugees because all the countries, I believe, they give them that opportunity to do something. But then you find some people taking them for granted and they don't want to integrate. And this is a chance for them. So that's why I want you to talk to them on the camera and let them know exactly what you think and the advice you have for them.
Okay, I will.
To make their lives better, I mean.
Okay, so at first, the first step you have to make is learn the German language. If you are in Germany, learn the language. If you are in America, learn English language. And if you are in Spain or in Italy, learn the language there. It's the most important. Then get in contact with the people. It doesn't mind where they are coming from. It's good to have social contact. So make that. And the third point is you have really to think about do you want to, if you are in your homeland, because let me start. The third point is that you give all your best that you can give to show the people that you are really interested to live in this country. And that's my 4 points. 3 points. 3 points, I'm sorry.
Thank you. You've all heard it from Nawam. This is a chance for you if you're a refugee here in Berlin or in Germany or in any other country. This is a chance for you. The first step, as he's saying, you have to integrate yourself. You have to know the language of the country you are living in. It's very important because then you can communicate easily with the people. You can find your way out whenever you're in trouble. Get into contact with socialize yourself. Get into contact with different people who can help you get things correctly. And I hope you've heard everything. Just stay on a safer side. Just minimize the bad things and use the chance perfectly and make your life better. Being a refugee doesn't mean that you are in a prison forever. You can make it out of of being a refugee to someone great because it all depends on you. All the decisions are in your hands. Don't put yourself in a prison because you're a refugee. We have a lot of big people who were once refugees. Make better of your life. And once more, I'm thanking you so much, Nawa, for being with us here today and giving us all those that we needed to know and such wise words to the refugees out there. And thank you so much for the good heart you have for the refugees, even though you don't know them, but you have this heart to support them and make them be somebody or be some people in the society. Thank you so much. And
thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. And take your chances.
Yeah.
Take it.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome.
And we've come to the end of our show. We've come to the end of our show. And thank you so much, the viewers. Hope we see you next time in our next video. And I hope our discussion today has helped some of you. Or I hope our discussion, our today's discussion.
I hope.
Yeah. Take it all over. Take your outro all over.
Okay, once again. I hope you've learned something.
You started by thanking.
I start from thanking.
Yeah. You thank the viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Take it from there.
Okay.
Okay, ich zähle.
No.
3. Seid ihr bereit?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
To our viewers, thank you so much for always being there for us and always watching our videos. We hope to bring more to you. And please keep on watching and visit our website. It's stated down there. Click it and watch more of our videos. Hope to see you next time in our next show. And thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, ja. Jetzt hast du aber komplett dieses schöne Danke an Noah vergessen, oder? Haben wir das?
Habe ich schon.
Hat sie, ja.
Hat sie?
Ja.
Ja?
Okay. Sehr schön.
Wirklich seid ihr?
Ja.
Sie hat es vorher gemacht. Thank you,
Okay,
Anna.
good. Then thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That was good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you made it easier for me.